What's up, folks? Johnny Lee Reinoso. Hope you're doing well. Today's video is all about an experience that I went through, okay? An experience that I went through by way of somebody expressing what their belief and thought was of me to me. And we all have this, okay? This happens to everybody, even if you're in business, whether you're in business for yourself, if you're in sales and you work for the man, if you're number two in the company, whatever it is, if you're an athlete, we all have this. This happens to all of us, okay? Because when you're on your way to success, when you're already at the level of success, when you're on your way to become your full potential, many people, it's not in a harmful way, it's not malicious, but many people tend to come to you and want to put their brakes on your success and growth. Again, not malicious. It's easy to think it's malicious, but many a times it comes out of care. It comes out of love. It comes out of, just worried because they don't understand. They don't see it. They can't envision it. They can't imagine it, right? Again, so today's video is all about 6 ways to avoid entrepreneurial. Now I'm speaking to the entrepreneurs, but again, this is for everyone out there, okay? Everyone out there who's a go-getter. So 6 ways to avoid entrepreneurial burnout. Let's get started. Six ways to avoid entrepreneurial burnout. By the way, I'm an artist. If you haven't noticed, okay? Paintings like this will be sold on johnnyleereinoso.com. So if you're interested, okay, get the limited amount that will be posted up there for sale. Kidding. I'm not an artist, as you can tell, but I hope you enjoy because I'm trying here. 6 ways to avoid entrepreneurial burnout. Family member came to me yesterday. Okay, this is a impromptu. They came to me yesterday and I thought about this video because I think about all you guys out there that are dealing with this when you're speaking to loved ones and friends and even enemies and strangers who are seeing what you're doing from afar. Family member comes to me, we're FaceTiming, haven't spoken to this person in a while, not because I didn't want to, just, life, right? We're busy, I'm married, he's married, with kids, we're just traveling, things are happening, businesses, he works for somebody. The net is we're just busy and we haven't seen each other, spoken to each other in probably 6 months. So I reached out to him and he called me back and he FaceTimed me. And just to say, hey, and it was nice to see him. We're talking and how the kids, what's going on. And 5 minutes into the conversation, he says, hey, I was looking at some of your videos and I was talking to your brother. And the next thing he says is, you seem a bit burned out. You seem like you're getting really tired out there. I said, do my videos seem that way? He says, no, there's so many videos that you're doing and all the content you're putting out there and the travel that you continue to do even amidst the pandemic. And I'm hearing that you have international clients as well. And you're dealing with, you just came back from Chicago when your kids are athletes. They're constantly traveling and you're constantly doing. You seem burnt out. I said, wait a minute. I don't feel burnt out. I'm not burnt out. I know what burnt out looks like. I know what burnt out feels like because I've experienced some of that throughout my career. I've seen, especially my clients, I get many clients, okay, in the game of business coaching, I get many clients when they're stuck and they feel burnt out. So I know what it looks like, feels like, smells like. I get it. I don't feel that way. I'm not burnt out. Who the hell is this person to come tell me that I look burnt out or I seem burnt out? So I quickly thought about it. I appreciated that he came from a place of concern and he cares for me, but I quickly nipped it in the bud by just saying to this person, look, don't impose what you feel on myself. With all due respect, I'm not burnt out. I don't feel burnt out. In fact, I have so much more to do, and I'm all about efficiency and speed and now. So what you're seeing in the internet, what you're seeing in terms of content, get ready, my friend, because I'm going to double and triple the activity very soon. So I appreciate your concern. I appreciate your support. And don't forget to like my videos. And that's what I said to him. And we moved on. But what did I do? Which is point number 1. I stand guard at the door of my mind. Les Brown, the great Les Brown says that. We must stand guard at the door of our mind. We cannot allow people to impose what they think about us, what they think about you in a negative sense, albeit it's probably not malicious, like I said, comes from a place of concern, comes from a place of caring for you and your family, but we must stand guard and say, I will not allow this belief that does not help me, this belief that does not empower me, this idea that sets me back. I will not allow this to come into my mind as a seed and begin to water and give it sunlight, so now it starts to grow like a cancer in my brain as a belief that's limiting, a limited belief. I won't allow it. So point number one is we must stand guard at the door of our mind. When somebody says, you look like you're burning out, you're doing too much, slow down. No. Look at LeBron James. Okay? He's not the greatest in the world right now when it comes to basketball if it wasn't for all the hard work that he's done. The talent that he has, but the talent that he continues to create, foster, and acquire because of the hard work that he puts in, not just with the team, but on his own. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, he's in his mid-30s and he's still the number one in the world. Stats say it. The data shows his speed, his agility. He just beat coronavirus, comes back and scores a couple goals with Juventus at the highest level of soccer. I mean, folks, it's not because he just practices with the teams and does what everybody does. He doesn't move with the mass. He doesn't move with the crowd. He moves with them, and the minute they stop, boom, he's on his own, working out, running, extra cardio, extra bike, extra weights, extra skills, extra drills. He works hard to stay on top. You can never get to where you want to get to without bridging that gap, which is working hard. Okay, so point one, stand guard at the door of your mind. Point number two, we got to stop being guilty. Stop being guilty. As an entrepreneur, you're a risk taker. When you're a risk taker, you make decisions. Sometimes the decisions don't go your way. Sometimes the work that you put in doesn't work. Sometimes the hires that you've made weren't the right ones. The clients that you gained weren't the right ones. But don't feel guilty. Recognize that you're going to fail forward. That what you've experienced is a lesson. It's not a loss. And that you must learn from it and you must move forward. So leave entrepreneurial guilt at the door. Get rid of it. Focus on the success of learning from those mistakes and go out and win. Number three, the point number three that'll help you avoid entrepreneurial burnout is work out, damn it. Just work out. Stop this nonsense excuse that I don't have time. There'll be a link below that you'll see that I break down time so you can stop making those excuses. We have 1,440 minutes in a day. Stop making excuses. Work out. I don't know one person that goes to the gym, comes out of the gym and goes, I wish I didn't do that. I don't know one person. It's therapeutic. Look, I'm shooting this video right now. It's about 7:45 in the morning, and I was at the gym this morning at 5:45. Folks, this is what you got to do to get your time in, to get the workout in. If I can't do it during the day, I'm going to do it early in the morning. If I can't do it early in the morning, I'm going to do it later in the afternoon. But guess what I'm going to do? Get it done. So, work out. You're going to feel great about yourself. Number 4, pray and meditate. Take time to pray and meditate. Take time to yourself to be alone, to recognize that there's a power at be. Give thanks to God. Give thanks for what you have, but you need to pray and meditate. You need to allow yourself to humble yourself, okay, to your Creator and give thanks. When you give that time, when you allow yourself to be one with God, you have this inner strength that allows you to tackle your day and tackle your challenges and overcome obstacles that on your own is very difficult. I'm living proof of this, folks. I love this. Pray and meditate. Okay, that's point 4. Point 5, you must pivot. Look, if you find yourself that you're going down a road and you're being challenged and it continues to be challenged and it continues to be filled with hurdles and you don't see a way out, that's not burned out. See, many people come to me and say, I'm burnt out, man. I tried so hard. I'm doing this, 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 I'm doing this. I'm burnt out. And I sit back and I go, wait a minute. You're doing all of this, but you haven't done that. So sometimes you need to just re-strategize and reprioritize what it is you're trying to accomplish. Don't change your goal, change the plan. But don't allow yourself to get into that idea that you're burnt out just because you've been constantly dealing with adversity. No, you got to pivot. Sometimes you need to adjust yourself. Maybe it's just adjusting your pricing slightly, which will increase your volume. Maybe it's adjusting where you're fishing, right? I can't seem to get somebody to buy my product. Well, what's your product? It's this piece of technology. What's the cost? Well, it's $5,000 typically is the basic model, and then customization will get it up to about $10,000 to $15,000, and then there's a subscription to it. Well, you're selling it to somebody who can't even make a decision. That's why you're continuing to not sell this product. Go to the right level. Folks, many times it's just redefining the strategy, recognizing the way you're going, and making a slight adjustment. Don't change the goal, change the plan. Okay, that's point number 5. Pivot. Welcome change. And the last but not least, we have to be grateful. We have to give back. We have to give thanks. Folks, if you start to feel like things suck, if you start to feel like it's not working out, if you start to believe that you're getting burnt out, do yourself a favor and go volunteer at a soup kitchen. The holidays are coming up. Go figure out a way to give and share gifts and hand out gifts to the poor. Hand out gifts to the sick. Go to the cancer unit where there's children and read them a story if you're allowed to go in and read them a story and spend some time. Folks, all I'm saying is when we actually take a step back and allow ourselves to be filled with gratitude and we're grateful for what we have, for where we are, and for where we're going, this whole notion of being burnt out ends up becoming a bunch of BS. Stop allowing yourself to believe there's such a thing as being burnt out. Start applying the necessary tools, mindsets, and changes that are needed so you avoid this BS. Talk to you soon. Cheers.